And if they're not willing to go get help, it just sucks them in even deeper. Officer Moore is here to take you over and get released, okay? So why don't you come on with Mr. Moore? All right, take care.
Thank you.
I hope not to see her again.
Thank you.
I really wish the best for her. I do. And I hope she takes care of herself. But the chances of her being back is probably pretty good, because I think she's hasn't really got tired of being tired yet. And once she does that, then she'll actually go get help.
The moment of truth has finally arrived. The legal papers served to Eric Bischoff by the network, and I've never seen Bischoff react like this in all the years that I have known and worked with him.
It's time to find out who the man is or who the man isn't, okay? We have exercised our option to terminate said position. Mick Foley, you're fired.
What the hell? Mick Foley fired by the network?
What does this mean for the whole entire company? What does this mean for next week? This is the happiest day of my life. Situation last week for Bischoff and Hulk Hogan for sure, Mike. Welcome, all you Hulkamaniacs, to Impact Wrestling, brothers. You know the rules are the same. Nothing's changed except the names. And now the network, moving forward, they realize that they don't need a stooge. They don't need some watchdog looking over Eric's and my shoulders from this point on. The network finally realized what Eric and I said all along about the selfish, evil agenda that the former network representative had. So from this point forward, it's smooth sailing, brother, and we got 100% confidence in us from the network.
Indeed we do, and you know what, Hulkster, we're gonna work hard to maintain that confidence. And I was on the phone just a little while ago with the network, and they made it clear to me that although they weren't happy with Mick Foley and they saw through him, there were a couple of things that they were impressed with. They love the fact that it's now Impact Wrestling on Spike TV. And we do too, damn it. They love the fact that wrestling matters, and by God, so do we. Now, the other thing that they made very clear to us is that the X Division is something that is, in fact, near and dear to them and high on their agenda. So I want to assure everyone that we're going to maintain our integrity, present the X Division in a fair and balanced manner, and continue moving this company forward.
As it should be.
As it will be, damn it. And speaking of doing it the right way, 3 days away, Slammiversary, we want everybody to know that the World Heavyweight title, that fight will be represented in a way that is indicative of the leadership that you see before you now. And if there's any doubts in anybody's mind, I'm going to erase it. And I want both of these competitors in the ring right now to make that abundantly clear.
Recognize Anderson because he's not dressed like old school Sting.
Good point. We're now just 3 days away from our 9-year anniversary. It's Slammiversary in the World Title Showdown between the #1 contender, Mr. Anderson, and the reigning World Heavyweight Champion, Sting, as Anderson makes his way into the ring to confront Eric Bischoff and Hulk Hogan. Reception, as always, at the Impact Zone for the icon, the reigning World Heavyweight title holder, and one has to wonder how the Hulk Hogan, Eric Bischoff power regime will influence our World Championship bout this Sunday at Slammiversary.
You know, guys, I'd like to thank both of you guys for coming out here, because we seem to be in kind of a sweet spot, on one heck of a roll. And now that Eric and I have rebranded this company to Impact Wrestling, and it's on fire because wrestling matters, I wanted to make one thing perfectly clear to two of the most important players in this company. Eric and I are not going to go through what we went through again with the network. I sat in the office a week ago in New York, and I gave the network my word. I gave the Hulk Hogan word that I would run this company in the most professional manner possible. And when I gave my word, I meant it. So when it comes Slammiversary time, I promised the network there would be a winner and there would be a loser. There would be no tricks, no gimmicks, no agendas, no run-ins, no mothers, sisters, brothers, aunts, uncles, or anybody else who may be related to either you two coming down and interfering in the biggest main event in the history of Impact Wrestling. Now that I've made myself perfectly clear, if you got a problem with it, or if you got something you want to say, I suggest you speak now or forever hold your peace.
Stinger. I don't know if you're aware of this or not, but for the past couple of weeks, 3 to be exact, I've been coming out here imitating you, mocking you, making a joke out of you. Do you know why? You know why? Because everything that you stand for is a joke. You say you're a fighting champion, you say you're all about these people. Who are you trying to kid, man? Hey, at least I'm asshole enough to admit that I'm in this for me. Me and only me. And you know what? Here's what's gonna happen. On Sunday at Slammiversary, I'm gonna get my hand raised, and I'm gonna be the new TNA World Heavyweight Champion.
You talk as though I'm not going to be able to do anything about that, Kenny. I'm going to be able to do a whole lot about that. If you want to fulfill your so-called destiny and become the new world heavyweight champion, you got to beat me first. There's only one problem with that. I won't lose. No, I can't lose. This title is the only thing that stands between Hogan and Bischoff making a complete mockery of this company. As long as I have the title, I got the power and I got the stroke to make a difference around here. I'm going to make a big difference around here, Kenny boy, because I am going to come out the victor in that match. And I'm not leaving this place either. I got a lot of things I want to do here. One of two things have to happen before I ever leave this place, Hulk. Either one, you two keep on going down the road you're going down, and I stay in your face the whole way through, making your life miserable until you disappear. Or number two, and this would be my choice, that the real Hulk Hogan would stand up again. I'm talking about the Hulk Hogan that the wrestlers in the back idolized. Many of them did. I'm talking about the Hulk Hogan that many of these fans idolized, Hulk. They bought Hulk Hogan t-shirts. They bought Hulk Hogan action figures and lunch boxes and sleeping bags, and on it goes. And you slapped them all in the face, Hulk. Maybe I should slap you back and return the favor. Knock you back into reality, Hulk. But when you cut through all the layers and you get a clear view and a clear understanding of what's really going on around here and where the true infection is, you know the kind of infection? The kind that history says breeds a slow and miserable death. I'm talking about you, Eric Bischoff. Hulk, take the scalpel out of your pocket and cut away the cancer before it's too late. And don't tell me that you don't have a choice, because you do.
Wow. Sounds to me like Sting is trying to drive a wedge between Hulk Hogan and Eric Bischoff. At the same time, it's obvious that Sting's focus is still on Hulk and Eric. He realizes he needs to remain world champion to maintain power. Join us this Sunday at Slammiversary when Sting defends against Mr. Anderson. The split screen sets the stage for what's on deck. Get ready for Mickie James and Tara against Angelina Love and Winner. The Knockouts tag is next on Impact Wrestling.
Taco